Hello grade 5, welcome back to week 2 of your music lessons for this term. Today we're going to do solfege, a new solfege warm-up which I'm just about to show you, and then we're going to take on a new piece. Now if you notice, these pieces are generally short. There are not too many notes, but the notes have a lot of leaps because remember that's something we're focusing on this term. So we'll do those warm-ups first and then I will show you what our piece for today is. Solfege warm-up. Remember we went until La and also came back from La. We ascended and descended. Okay, so let's try. Make sure you're doing it along with me, okay? Do, that's our starting note. Do, do, re, do, without leaps. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now let's descend from La, La, sol, la, sol, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Sorry about the banging in the background. We don't know what's going on in our neighborhood. Alright, now let's try with leaps now. With leaps. We just did without leaps. Do, 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 re, do. Do, re, mi, do. Do, re, mi, fa, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, do. La, la, sol, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi, re, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, la. Okay, so now we have another scale that doesn't reach do, the high do, it'll reach T, okay? The 7th note of the scale. So we're going to stop at T and come back to do. This is our sign for T. T, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So let's try without leaps. Do, do, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So let's try without leaps. I will let you do with leaps at home on your own, but let's do without leaps descending. Ti, ti, la, ti, ti, la, sol, la, ti, ti, la, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Okay? So make sure you really practice without leaps so that doing with leaps will be so much easier. And I know you find with leaps much easier every time. Today's piece is called Classic Melody. It's in 2-time, as our last week's piece was also in 2-time. That means there are a lot of 8th notes because remember we said many pieces in 2-time are a little bit faster. They feel a bit faster because there are not as many beats in a measure and they tend to use more 8th notes, faster, shorter notes that have a shorter value. So for example, this first line is ti, 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 ta. T, 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 T. Okay? Now let's look at the notes, because we're seeing a lot of jumping going on. So if we have B as our first note, our next note is D. So there's already a jump there, then it walks down to C and jumps to A. C, A. Then G again, measure 2, jumps back to B. And from B, it jumps to low D. I hope your fingers are moving with me. And from low D, we take off one finger for E, and it jumps to A. E, A. From A, it jumps to C and back to A. So that's line 1. Already we're doing lots of jumping. So B, D, C, A, G, B, D. E, A, C, A. Let's try and play very slowly, measure by measure. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me try again. 1, 2. I counted too fast. 1, 2. Because in between each beat is an 8th note. So it'll go T, 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 ta. Let's do that instead. 3 and go. That's quite fast already. Can we try it again? 1, 2, 1. Try and keep up. One more time. So that's how you can practice. Just tap your foot on the ground as you try and stay within the beat. You can pick something even slower than that. Okay, line 2. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of breathing space. We have a G, then an F sharp. Those are quarter notes. Ta, ta. And then our 8th notes come back. B, D, C, A. Where do we see that pattern? B, D, C, A. I'm giving you a second to look. In the first measure. Okay, and then G, B, D. Where do we see that? In the second measure. Okay, so the second line has what we played before, except for the first measure, which only has 2 notes. So can we try line 2, 3, go. Let's try again. 1, 2. Okay, then line 3 is very short. So we have, that's E. So it starts with E, C, A, F sharp. Okay, that's different from what we have in the third measure at the top. So it's not a complete repeat. E, C, A, F sharp. One more time. E, C, A, F sharp. We're trying to stay within the beat. And then it ends with G. Let me try one more time. E, C, A, F sharp, G. Last time. E, C, A, F sharp, G. Let's play together. 1, 2. Again. That's an interesting end. The melody is very unexpected. So we're going to try and play beginning to end. We finished the song, but it's going to take you some time to make sure your jumps are nice and clean and you're sure of yourself. So please don't take these songs lightly just because they look easier than what we did last term. They're more challenging in a different way, okay? So it'll mean that your fingers have to be more flexible, that you have to think ahead to know what the next note is as you're reading. Okay? So you're not left behind. From beginning to end. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's classic melody. So next week we'll have another piece and another solfege warm-up. See you.